All right, today, you guys, we are going to talk about making an infographic from our creating an infographic worksheet. If you haven't turned that in yet, make sure that you do, because then I can get it in the gradebook for you. Okay, so on your infographic worksheet, you were supposed to make like a quick little sketch, and you might have done it something similar to one of these here or one of the other examples, or you might have just found one. But you're not going to be working blind for this. So if you haven't made a sketch yet, make sure that you do. Now, for example, for mine, I kind of like this layout right here. I'm going to be doing mine on like the history of space travel. Okay, so like I can have a timeline down here, I can have like a breakdown of stuff here, maybe a little write-up down here. Here goes my title. Bada bing, bada boom, there we go. All right, so now I have to go to assembly. Okay, and this one right here is actually the example one that I gave you guys. This one was made in assembly too. And you can, if you look at it, you can actually even identify some of the icons. Like for example, this big picture right here, this little picture down here. Okay, this picture right here, this picture right here. But you'll notice it's not just, I'm just going to keep grabbing stuff from down here and putting up there. You've got to figure out your layout, how they're going to interact with each other. For example, like this one, I had to figure out how to make a graduation cap because that's not one of the icons. All right. So don't just use what's down here and don't use the stickers. If you want to make your own sticker and then put it down there, that's fine. All right. But now I'm going to go back to my work. Sorry about that. Boop-a-doo. And I need to make a new document. Okay. So I have to decide kind of the shape. And 8.5 by 11 is your standard piece of paper shape. But I think for mine, I kind of want it skinny. And so I'm going to pick this 16 by 9, and then I'm going to rotate it. So now it's 9 by 16 instead of 16 by 9. And then click the check mark. Now for this, you do not want to just jump in right away with your text. Okay? I suggest that you work from the background up. So for mine, I'm going to be going in and I will be putting in my whole background. It's going to be space because it's space themed. I'll put in my space for my title, my little space for my timeline bar down here. And I'm going to kind of break it up ahead of time. Once that's done, then I can go in and start dropping in like my icons and my text and stuff. But if you try to do that first, it's going to make it difficult for you to kind of figure out the layouts for everything, okay? So let's say I want to change the whole background color. I can either put a square or a rectangle box in and make it huge, or I can go up here, click on Artboard, change background. This is where you change your size if you want to, but then this little circle right here, and since space is black, boom, black. And then I just click the check mark and I'm done. All right, so I'm going to figure out my layout and whatnot, and then I'm going to work on my icons. right, so now that I've got my basic layout, I can start dropping in information. So for example, let's say I want to put in the title, and I'm going to have the title be Space Travel. Now, to change my font, I can just go over here and I have my fonts. I haven't added any custom fonts. I wouldn't do that right now. It's kind of a headache. So right now I'm using Droid, I guess. I could do Cornerstone. That one actually works really well for this theme. But like, let's say you're doing something about like fanciness. Boom, space travel. Boom, cartoony. Boom, this one's got, oh, that one actually would work too. So like there's lots of different ones. So just pick one that kind of works with what your particular subject matter is. So you might be doing it on dogs, you might be doing it on video games. It's all up to you. And so I'm going to make mine white. You can give it an outline if you like, a stroke if you want. Obviously that's up to you. I kind of like that just a little baby little one, just kind of help it pop out. You can make it kind of see-through-y. Ooh, that's up to you. Okay? Now, this is my header. This is my not my header, this is my title. Okay? And so now I need to start dropping in information. So like down in this area, I kind of have it set up for like, this is going to be the history of space travel. Okay? I'm going to have 5 really big points, like the first man-made satellite sent into space, all the way to like the moon landing, that kind of stuff. Okay? So for that, I need kind of like a header for it. So I need to go to my shapes, and I need to kind of want to decide here. And like you guys saw through the video, like I changed my mind so many times. So you are not stuck with whatever you put down first. Feel free to change it however much you want. So I think I'm going to kind of put this guy here. Oop, that's not how big I want it. And so like if you see like those orange lines, if you don't like them, you might have seen me get rid of them. To get rid of them, you just click the little magnet at the top, and that turns off snapping, or it turns it on. It's up to you if you want it on or not. So there is my little header there. Okay. And so I am going to put some text there. Okay, so let's go with through time. Obviously, that's way too big. Okay, and you know what? I don't really like this font for like my smaller writing, so I might change it up a little bit. I can see that. So like, let's say I want it to be here, but I want it to be like 2 lines. I can always go in and edit that by going back, clicking enter, clicking time, done. And I want it to be center aligned, white. I don't really like that font, so I can go in and change it. But now is the time that I'm still not dropping in information, but I'm kind of like putting in the icons. I'm kind of building it up still. Okay, so like I said, you are building it up. You are not just doing it all at once. All right, so now that I've got most of my like imagery in, I can actually start dropping in my facts. Okay, so like for example, down here I plan to write about like the space pen and the whole myth behind the pen and the pencil and that nonsense. And then like we've got like the first satellite, dog in space, man in space, moon, space station. How long it would take for us to get to another planet. There's no sound in space. Who's been outside in the space the longest? That kind of stuff. So for that, I'm once again just going to use text boxes. And then it's just going to be kind of like tweaking it so that it looks the way that I want it to. And that is how we make our infographics. All right, so the very, very last thing. So once this is all done, you need to put in your sources. So I have a little spot for my sources right here. You might have your sources somewhere else, but you need to put it so that your sources are both visible and that they're easy to read. So don't go putting it teeny, teeny, tiny, tiny. So like you could put like the title of the article and then like where you found it. If the URL is just way too long, you could just put the title. And so like, let's say it's an article from the New York Times. So you could say like, blah, 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 history of space travel from the New York Times. And then people can go to the New York Times website and find it themselves. Once your sources are on there and everything else is done, you are done. So then you're just going to export it like we've done with all of our other vector work, and you should be good. So if you have any questions, so like remember exports over here and stuff. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to contact me. I am here for you. Other than that, I hope you have fun making your infographic. Sorry, I was going to say assembly, but that's the name of the program. So yeah, have fun making your infographic.